is my only guidance. I got to push on through. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Hang on a second. Oh, hell's breaking loose. All hell is breaking loose. My phone has been ringing, pop-ups coming. Hang on a second. My goodness gracious. I guess we going to war. I don't know. But yeah, I know we're going to war. I know that's, somebody got something to steal. Somebody got something to steal. Somebody got something to steal it from. We still consent to world. I'm just like, man. Good morning. Happy Friday, slaves. Happy Friday. Friday on the plantation. All right, let me get stuff going. Let's do my Bob Marley on 432 hertz. Be calm, don't worry, be happy. You can't control it anyway, and then lying about what's happening anyway. Good morning. Let me see, press this button, that button. Oh, I know it's no sound. Christine wins. You know I know that. I'm singing in the morning. That's how I get my thing. I wake up, I do a little meditation in the morning, and I'll do some stretches and calisthenics. Get out to bed, get moving. But by the time I get here, I gotta. And my pop-up thing is going crazy. It's like, I guess something's happening in Iraq, Syria, something somewhere. My brother texted me this morning, so I know something's going on. Something is up. Oh, we going to war! We always are going to war. That's not new. I knew that was going to happen. It's an election year. Come on, people. Don't be stupid. All right, hang on. I haven't even pressed nothing yet. Let me get this going. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Freaking Friday. Man, that's how I'm just, man. We need to get upset and get mad and get angry. Ooh, I need to post this. That's going to get me in trouble. All right, that's going to get me, you know what? I'm going to save that. I like this one. I'm not gonna post this one. Hell no, I ain't posting this one. I need to respect the community, the unpublished community guidelines. I'm not gonna publish that. I was listening to Dick Gregory. I love his mind. I disagree with some of his philosophies, but boy, he asked some good questions. We were talking. What was he talking about? OJ, orange juice, and everybody's got their tea. He did it! He didn't do it! I'm always in the camp, but just wait. Don't take a position. Just wait. Just wait, because it'll tell you what happened later. You'll find out later after OJ is dead, you might be dead, everybody's gone. Who cares about it? Then they'll actually tell you what happened. What was he talking about? OJ, that apparently there was a phone call. I mean, people in LA must know something about this. There was a phone call between Nicole and her mother that OJ said will vindicate him. And the judge sealed the records for 75 years. So nobody can read the phone call. Yeah. So yeah, I just don't get upset. Don't get all discombobulated, upset, running amok, acting a fool, because they're always lying about something. They always need to get an emotion out of you to get you to believe something or get upset. Man, all these pop-ups, Trump said something about Iran didn't win a war and something. So I guess we're going to war. No surprise. Anyway, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Brother John in the house? Where my things at? Oh, they turned off the, I didn't post it Facebook. They already turned the comments on. Facebook, I didn't post it. I was going to post the Dick Gregory thing. I didn't post it. I'm going to say it. I didn't post it. Dick had another theory. And I like his world. I love his world. You know what he said? He said Bernie Sanders was CIA because nobody comes out of nowhere and gets that much attention unless they are CIA, and referred back to the Beatles. And the next thing he said, Donald Trump is gay. I love his world. I wish that were true. I wish it were so true. I'm going to pray on it later. I'm going to pray because I hope it's true. I would love to live in a world where Trump comes out the closet and Bernie is shown as being CIA. Because then nobody would know what to do, because then we'd all do nothing. And that's what I want us to do. Nothing is a thing. And sometimes you need to do nothing. You just need to sit back and think. Good morning, Brother John. Something weird is happening this morning. No, I'm not posting it. Who just said post Dick Gregory? Hell no, I ain't posting it. No, Desiree? No. I didn't, listen, you're not trying to help the recidivism rate. They're going to throw me. I don't want to be in Facebook jail. They're just waiting for me. I was about to post it. I was so close. Because I was going to ask people, where were you and what were you drinking when you first realized Bernie Sanders was CIA and Trump was gay? Ooh, that rhymed. No, they throw me off the platform. Nope, not interested. Now it's Friday. You know what? And plus, Desiree, I don't really care what people think. I really thought about this deeply. I'm just like, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta exhale. Just calm down and just realize everybody's lying, all sides, and they all think they're right. Just don't get excited. So I guess we're going to war. Good morning. You know what? I'm half the time right now, I'm running my mouth. I don't want to run my mouth. I'm still reading some comments. I'm just going to sit here and just go, man. I'm not really excited. I'm not really excited about anything. Because, well, all governments are illegal, just how Bob Marley said. All governments, every last one, all their lands are stolen, all their markets are black. They all rob people, things from everybody, and we agree with it because they're not the poor people. They're the kings and lords. They got more jewels, so we agree with the governments. All their laws are illegal, all the lands are stolen. So why am I supposed to get upset about all of this stuff? They're always lying to us. They lie to that side, make them look stupid. Lie to that side, make them look stupid. And they're not even telling us what happened with OJ. I want to know what the phone call was. 75 years. How long did they lock up the JFK? They didn't even lock up the JFK files that long, did they? They locked up the call that he made or she made to her mother that OJ said would vindicate him for 75 years. You trust a judge like that? I don't trust judges. Anyway, good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, John. Hang on, let's let her put on a discussion. I'm just gonna read comments today. That's all. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to stay with the conversation. Rebecca told me yesterday I was here talking to myself. No, she right. She right. She's not lying, y'all. Because I'm right here on the screen. I ain't looking at you. I'm trying to read my comments right here, but she right. I'm looking right here at me. I'm tired looking at me. So I'm just gonna sit here and read comments. It's Friday. Some of y'all don't have slavery tomorrow. I said, man, where the comments at? Oh, come on, Facebook. Face biggity book. All right, there we go. We'll see, they'll come in, maybe they're not. I see the animations coming up. Good morning, how y'all doing this morning? Christine and Rebecca, and let me see, Lori. How old is Dick Gregory? I thought he passed on. Oh yeah, Lori, he's gone. He's gone. He died not shortly after becoming a super conspiracy theorist. You go look at some of the stuff, but I'm gonna warn you, if you don't have brown skin, just be careful. Be careful and process. You know how like you go talk to old people? And like when you start to really get to aging, they kind of get locked into certain mindsets and they can't get out. A lot of wisdom, but they say a lot of things that'll hurt your feelings. Like I talk to old folk every now and then. Every now and then they slip out their mouth, say stuff like, yeah, I didn't know you was a smart colored boy. They'll say stuff like that and I just laugh it off. If you want to listen to Dick Gregory, you don't have brown skin, just process the time that he grew up in and give him a pass. I give all old people a pass. As long as they think it, I don't really care what they think. They act on it, now we got an issue, but not really, because if you like 80 years old, 90 years old, you ain't got whole lot of time left, so I'm not really, which by the way, I made that post yesterday, and I don't know why people misunderstood it. Everybody's just ready to fight. What did I say? I said something about living forever. And now we know that the human body, that you don't actually die, that you're not supposed to die, that the human body is designed to live forever. Designed, we know that. That's not religion. Everybody started attacking like, oh, stop with the religion and stop with the perpetual life and eternal life. Religion is a lie. Shut up, it's science. We weren't talking about religion. Nah, shut up a little strong. Strong word. Calm down. And realize that some of us who realize that spirituality, religion, whatever you want to call it, and science, the same damn thing, you're just still on a team and you saw that. But what it was about telomere science. But, people, which is weird too, we're designed to live forever. You don't think that that'd be on like the news everywhere? You don't think that would be slightly like, that's why everybody does what they do now, because they're scared to die. So everyone's going to work trying to make more money so they won't die like the poor people. They don't get shot by the police or something and go to jail. You would think that would be big news. It's not. She came out with that telomere research from Stanford University. How long ago? 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You would think by now that would be all over. People like, we need to stop dying. But it's like somebody said, it's not for us. Don't worry about it. It's not for you. Like the information, what happened really with OJ, it's not for you. You're poor. Right? You ain't got none. It's not for you. You don't get to have none. Anyway. Good morning. I'm just going to let you go. Donald Trump is sending all the military that defends the United States abroad because he's attacking the United States with foreign military. That's what's happening. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But Donald Trump ain't doing it. He doesn't. You know, I'm gonna change how I talk, John. I have to change how I talk. Because the problem is when people say Obama, or they say Trump, or they say Bernie, or they say Ocasio, or somebody, so the actors, when they mention the puppets' names, like not the real powerful people, the people with the real power, the money, the banks, and the 13 families, the people who hire those people and give them their scripts. When I engage in it, people think I believe in the system. So I have to change how I talk, and I have to say, I got to do like a disclaimer. When you ask me a question about Trump, I have to do a disclaimer, or Bernie or somebody, say, okay, I'm going to engage in your world for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to engage. Here's a disclaimer. I'm going to engage in your world like I think Donald Trump actually is the president of the United States, and the president actually has some power and actually makes a decision. Because people, they think that you agree with it. They think that you believe in that world, and my world doesn't work that way. The world I've seen my entire life works on power and money. That's it. Nothing else. And all the poor people never get to know what's happening. From the upper class to the middle class to the lower class. These are all the minions, and they're given this fantasy thing. So to answer that question, after I put out that long disclaimer, Brother John, in the fantasy world where Donald Trump is actually the president and actually making decisions, the orders were already given. We knew we were going to Iran. Hillary got that email long before he got it. So this was always the plan. Who was the damn it, people on Johnny on the spot. Y'all, everybody on the spot. Somebody post a link. Who was the general who said a long time ago that we got 7 wars? We got to go murder some people and steal their resources because they don't have Rothschild banking. He didn't say it that way. And he said Iraq, Syria, North Korea, Iran, and somebody else. Stop it. This is all, we already know this. And John is right about the other point. I don't know why y'all block him. That's not true. I know why y'all block him. I know exactly why y'all block. John is right. He's a ruffian. He been in that prison system. A lot of people ain't got, they don't have that prison privilege. They ain't never been to prison. I ain't never been to prison. So, but anyway. So John's a little rough around the edge, but he's right about the other part. Send the U.S. military abroad, and that way they ain't got Americans got nobody to protect them. That's, you know what? Like, think about that. But think about what John is saying with that. That's a strategy. It's a great strategy. It's a fantastic strategy. But who would do that? With a president that's like on your side, defending you, fighting for freedom and democracy, because Obama did it too, Bush did it. Would they send your soldiers, your children, your daughters, the people best trained, best educated, best equipped to defend you from Russians and China and Mexico or Canada, whoever's trying to invade you in fantasy world? The terrorists coming to get you. Would they send all your troops all over the planet, like spread them to the wind? We got 1,000 bases all over the world. Would they just spread them all to the wind and leave you to undefended, and then make deals with the UN and Russia to bring their troops in to protect you? I'm sorry. All right, I can't do it. I can't, John. I tried. I wanted to get in the fantasy world for a little bit, but then it just, in my mind, it's just like, come on, why do people read this? That war was bought a long time ago. And we're going into it, and people are going to go die in it. They're going to be killed in it. They're going to do some stealing and theft. People are going to be cheering this flag, going to be cheering that flag. They'll get to watch it on their Instagram, their picture chat, their Facebooks, and all of that stuff. And so, the crowd will be entertained. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, that's all that is. It's the Coliseum. Are you not entertained? It's entertaining. It's a billionaire's entertainment system to get people who still believe in the system and agreeing that government can exist and all government are all criminals, they're all illegal, all their laws are illegal, and all the land stolen and all the markets are black. All right. Anybody surprised? Susan, I ain't surprised. I know that's why I'm just like, man, but I think I'm gonna preface everything, Susan, with the fantasy world. Like, all right, I'm engaged in the fantasy world for a little bit and ask the question. You consider me your brother. Kelly, we are brothers. Well, it's not about consideration. We are. You don't have a choice in that. I wish I had a choice who was in my family. I don't. I got 7 billion people in my family. A lot of them gaslit, run amok, cripple, crazy, stupid. And there's some of them good people. And, well, all good people. All good people. And they're all right. All of them. I always stand behind my brothers and sisters, Kelly, because I got 7 billion of them. Some of them I won't let drive my car. I wouldn't, I won't let them in the house. Can't let them in your country because, some of your family don't act right. And it's not even my country. It's just like a land I'm at. But everybody's related. Whether you look at religion or science, we all go back to the same root barbarian tribe. Right? Some people call it the Moors. Some people say it's in Africa, North Africa. Some people say it's in India. I'm kind of leaning towards India, to be honest with you. I'm kind of off of this North African thing. Like, but you're supposed to say it's North African because you got more African DNA. People in India in my family too. I want to know what's true. I don't want to know what speaks to me. I don't want to know what makes me feel better than somebody else because most of my DNA came from, where I come from, Nigeria, something like that. I just want to know what's true. But we're all family. We all came from the same root barbarians, and we're all still colonized by the empire. I'm just like, let the empire fall. I think we need a paradigm shift. Good morning, you bald-headed cutie. Well, thank you there, Susan. I had to shave this morning. I was getting scruffy. Y'all was watching the videos. I know. I got things to do in life. I had to shave this morning. Post Dick. Oh yeah, that's right. No, I read Desiree's comment. I'm not posting Dick Gregory. I am not going to do that. No, because it'll get me in trouble because I know me and I'm going to comment and reply. You have no idea how much I hope Donald Trump is gay. You have no idea how much I wish that Michelle Obama's a man. You have no idea how much I wish Bernie is CIA and it comes out. You have no idea how much I wish that the judge unseals the records from O.J. Simpson to find out he didn't do it. You have no idea how much I want 9/11 files to come out and realize that the American government was implicated in it with it. You have no idea. I want everybody to know the truth. I would love that world because it would, you know what? It would make everybody go, meh. It'll make everybody calm down. I'd love for that world to be real. Dang, this is the Matrix. This is false. Who is that guy who found the computer code? Who is the guy who found the computer code in the workings of the universe? I forgot his name through mathematical calculation. Robert Jr., not Robert Downey Jr. Is he a pedophile or something? Every time you say somebody from Hollywood, somebody says he's a pedophile. Anyway, Dr. Robert Jr. something. He found mathematic code. No, he found computer code in the stitchings, the mathematics of how the universe works. What do you call them? I forgot what he called. Oh, you're in the Matrix. You're literally in the Matrix. This is all constructed. It's a simulation from time, from all these different levels. And I think when people realize that most of their world is fake and that's not really steak that you're eating, that you're with groups and isms that been lying to you since jump, I think it'll make everybody calm down. I think it'll make everybody just go, maybe we should pause for a little bit. Maybe we should think. Doing nothing is not a bad thing. That's what I posted earlier today. Doing nothing is not a bad thing. I don't know why people think that's a bad thing. Oh, we gotta do something. No, you actually don't. Not doing something is a thing. It's a powerful thing too, especially when you look around and the media wants you to do something. When the majority of people need you to do something, when doing something is popularized, when everybody's got to do, don't do anything. Fools rush in, as they say, the saying goes. Just sit back and think. Sit back and think and process. Think about what's really going on. We're being lied to from all sides. Posted a video by the guy, what's his name? He looks kind of like Daniel. He looks kind of like Daniel. Let me find his name. What is his name? Where he does these wild videos. He's got long hair. Looks like people I used to run around in high school with. Um, Anomaly. I posted where he said NASA lost everything. Did y'all watch that? He said NASA they lost the tapes, they lost the telemetry, they lost everything from the visit to the moon. They don't have this. The guy said, "Hey, we can get to the moon in no time. We lost everything. We deleted all the software. Ain't got nothing. But we can get there quickly." And it would be too hard to reproduce it. And say, where is he gonna go next? Is he gonna say we've never been to the moon? No, that's taking a stance. I don't believe that we've never been to the moon. I just know NASA lies about every damn thing. That's what I know. I know we're in the matrix, and none of these governments are for us, and none of the agencies tell us the truth. So I'm just like, nah. But what he's saying is true. What he's saying is true. Is they lie, and the question you got to ask is why? Why do they lie so damn much? Because people believe. People won't go men. It'll get people to go do something. Get them to go stand on something. I don't think now's the time to stand. I think now might be a time just to sit down and think, breathe, meditate. Ooh, let me show you this picture. Meditate. Because when you're calm, you can decide things really, really well. Look at this right here. Right here. Look at this. This is your brain. That sounded like Nancy Reagan. Was it Nancy Reagan? This is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs. Ooh, does that apply? This is your brain, and this is your brain on media. This is your brain, and this is your brain on your isms. This is your brain, and this is your brain believing the billionaires' allowable positions. And this is your brain non-meditating. Which one do you want? Red is bad. Red, you gotta tell people that ahead of time. Red is bad. Red does not mean go faster. This is not like a stoplight. If you want to be able to think, you have to be meh. When it's obvious that everything is a lie. Good morning. So good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Maha. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Megan. I've been up all night, so it seems to be still night to me. I respect Dick Gregory. The body and life work he left is powerful. It is, Megan. It is. It is. And he says some amazingly deep things. He asks a lot of the right questions. Nobody asks these questions. He says things that are in the news, and he shows you the newspapers, like things that actually have been said, and nobody responds to him. I think, and plus he was in Hollywood, he was in the mixes of, and everybody I know who worked in Hollywood, they all say the same thing. There is like Hollywood, CIA, government. It's all the same damn thing. And those people are a little more in tune. And the people I know who tend to tune out the most out of the like regular day-to-day are people who used to work in Hollywood, people who got big names, some of them. And they're just standing back like, man, you never really know what's going on. They never really let you know. And Dick Gregory was one who started going and doing the digging. No fear of death here, already been there. Well, and you should have no fear of death then, because you don't die either way. Your body's not designed to die, and two, you don't actually die. You're just energy. You're just transferring to something else. Like we were talking about rights. I was listening to George Carlin explain that you don't have any rights in America. You know you don't. You know, you can stop with the flag, yelling and screaming, run around acting a fool, and respect our rights, and human beings and rights, and baby got rights, and immigrants got rights, and you ain't got no rights, man. None. Okay, that's a lie. That's part of the lie. The only rights you have are the ones the black market Wall Street didn't want. The ones that the political parties didn't sell to them. But they can take those any day you want, because they're not rights. And that's what George Carlin said. If somebody can take it, it's not actually a right. You don't have any rights that your government respects. You're a slave colony. We are a slave colony. We don't have any rights, so what's the point in getting upset? So the brother asked, well, what will happen if what if we stand up for our rights, Brother Deshaun? I said, you can stand for your rights all you want. You can do that because you're not your rights. You ain't got no right to stand for them. But that kill you. They kill you. That's all. It's not a big deal. I watch it all day long. There's Lavoy Finicum, and ranchers, and black people, and immigrants, and Mexican people. And if you go ahead and stand up, act like you got some rights in a country where the majority of people consent to you not having any rights. You give up one right, it means you have none. And the vast majority of people consent to giving up some rights. That means they're all optional. They're all options. They're not rights. So most people consent to it. So I watch people stand up all day long. They get shot down in the street, thrown in prisons. Oh, you have no rights. You need to act like you have no rights. Either just embrace the no right world, embrace the no right world, or you just might want to sit back and say, man, I think I'm gonna just study for a little bit. I'm just gonna do some research. I'm not gonna get excited by this stuff. Yeah, how about those patriots? Well, Susan, most patriots, like I say, unfortunately in our country, they're patriots for Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They're patriots for not having a country. Good morning, Carol. Ooh, Deborah, yes, Wesley Clark. Well, Wesley Clark was that? Yeah, Wesley Clark, right? That was Wesley Clark. That was the general who said, "Listen, these are the wars." Like, and Deborah, when you say it, it's just like, okay, I get it, I got it now, I understand. Right, that's right. They picked the war a long time ago, and Trump's not upset about something, and there's no Benghazi thing. The embassy's not really being attacked. All of this stuff is false flag to actually get the war that some billionaire, trillionaire family bought 20 years ago. And then you realize that the act of a patriot, as Susan was talking about, is to say no. Man, that's the only response to what's going on in Iraq right now is men, because I get it. They said this a long time ago. It's literally called either a prophet, somebody predicted all of this would happen, or it was just a project, a business plan, and somebody leaked it. It was a business plan. So there's no reason to get excited by it. It's all staged. They're gonna kill a whole bunch of people because you still believe. I've been to prison. I'm still not a bigot. Well, Maha, I'm still not a bigot. Maha, I'm this whole. That's an interesting word. That's an interesting word. You kind of know what I think. You've been here around a minute. I think we all are. I don't think we have zero bigotry. I think when we're born indoctrinated, there's something about our minds and our brains, and it warps us to like our environment. And I think when we get out of certain bigotries, we probably embrace others. That's why I think we're only good as a group. I think we're only good as one big group. Dang it, the comments up there on Facebook still ain't working. All right, I can read them over here. What a scary morning, foreign policy wise. Well, Ivana, it's scary for the people. Yeah, well, I guess it should be. But I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I knew it was coming. I saw it in the Matrix. I listened to Wesley Clark. I always say Omar Bradley, but I think that's wrong. Okay, I don't know who Omar Bradley is. Wesley Clark, that's who it was. Thank you. Some need to go. Don't post it, stay with us. I was about to post it, and something in the back of my mind said, you're going to Facebook jail, you post it. I was gonna post it. I'm not gonna post it. But that puts you in Facebook. You don't have any rights on Facebook. It doesn't really matter. Like, there is no community standard. You do things that hurt their profits. You do things that aren't popular for their profits. Then you're gonna increase that recidivism rate. They enjoy you going to Facebook jail. Plus, it gives them power because then you don't want to be in Facebook jail. So they put you in there, and that way they control you. And I'm not controllable. I'm not into the whole control matrix thing. Like, you want to delete me. It's not going to change what I'm going to do or say tomorrow. It's not going to change where I'm going to go. It's not going to change my philosophies. And I'm not going to cry. I have a life. Well, I don't have a life, but I got a life. I got things I got to do. So we'll be here and we'll talk about truthful things, and people can pick them up and run with them. And when they're ready for me to go, they throw me away. I'm okay with that. It's a false world. I'm not here to live in the matrix. I live in my own world. Good morning, brother Michael. All the facts and evidence is in, but what? Hey, I'm just a conspiracy theorist, moronic idiot. So don't allow me. Who is this in Texas? Don't call me. I don't want to talk. No, I don't need to talk about nobody in Texas right now. I'm talking to John. Well, you know what? And I kind of believe, John, all the facts are in it. We never really get to know the facts. I think that we're a part of their entertainment system. So they give us, we know enough facts to know not to trust anything. I think that's what we know. Maybe that's what you're saying. We know enough to know that we don't know. And we don't need to act. We just need to go, let's keep reading. Let's keep watching. John Karaku just posted on Iran. I see what he has to say. Yeah, John Karaku. I mean, there are some journalists and there are some speakers who speak mostly what's true. And that's a good thing to do. Patricia Hauser, I'm not going to go there. To me, it's all a lie. I want you to go there. You do some research and you tell me what you think. May Brick, good morning. Good morning. Who else we got? Trish is in the house. and patriotism will reign supreme again, and anyone who speaks against the enemy will become the enemy, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, we've seen this song and dance for decades. Thank you, Trish. That's a grown person talking. That's what a grown woman sounds like. You got a lot of little girls, and then you got grown women. That is what a grown woman sounds like. I didn't seen this before. Women and moms don't play. Like, most moms talk like that, because moms ain't got no time for it. They ain't got no, I ain't seen this before. I know what you gonna do. The kids act like they don't want to go to school in the morning. Mom, I'm sick. You know, mom already knows. Why you got the PlayStation video game controller under your pillow? I see the cord sticking out. I know that this is a lie. I ain't here to play with you. Get your butt up and go on to indoctrination school. Mom has seen that show before. Most moms. Some moms, well, a lot of moms believe in the Matrix now too, though. But, all right, what else y'all got? Good morning, heaven. Good morning. We are all shifting all the time. I think so, Susan. I think we're all shifting. Good morning, Debbie. Let me see. The O.J. Simpson didn't do it. That O.J. Simpson didn't do it. Well, Susan, what do I, to me, if the judge sealed a file, a record for 75 years, the phone calls between Nicole and her mother, and O.J. says that will vindicate him, and they sealed the record for 75 years, to me, that's called corruption. To me, that's called, I don't know if O.J. did it or not, but they're lying to me. That's what it's called. If it never happened, they're lying about it. That's what it means. Judges don't seal stuff like that. Same thing with Nikola Tesla. Same thing with 9/11. Same thing with Martin Luther King. Same thing with JFK. Same thing with all wars. Right? If they hide the records, if there's something I can't see, then I know you're lying to me. Then I'm not picking no side. I just know I don't trust you. I don't trust the judges. I don't trust the justice system, and I don't trust the government that would allow the judges to seal files. I don't. This whole cheering and voting for people lying to you, that's to me, that's nonsense. That's crazy. If we aren't willing to take upon ourselves a challenge, how do you think then it isn't research? You're simply looking to reinforce your innate biases. Let me read that again, Beaufont, because you done mix a few words together. Beaufont, I don't know how the grammar people ain't after you too. They always after me. I'm not allowed to say anything that ain't right. If we aren't willing to take upon ourselves, to challenge to do your research, right? Yeah, but, well, people don't want to do research. That's what he's saying. People don't want to do research. No, because the research, it affects your bias. It means that your world isn't right. And if your world isn't right, it means you got to change your behavior. It's like that saying goes, Beaufont, right? Like, why do people lie? Same reason they lie to themselves. Because the consequences for the truth. Once you know the truth, you got to actually act on it. You actually got to do something, or your inner core will start to think that you're a bad guy. Everybody wants to think they're the good guy. But when you do research and you start to really look into the truthful things, then you have to change your position. What changed a lot of my positions, Beaufont, was that whole Federal Reserve Act. I actually read it. I actually read it. And I now know that America does not control itself. It has no control. I know money and power run the world, and people with money and power own stock in America's currency. Currency drives everything. Whoever owns the purse makes the decision, and it's not the politicians, neither political parties. And it meant I had to change my actions. And so, but that's what he's saying right there, is that, you're either looking for someone to confirm your biases and be a pod person and stay in your groupthink, or you're actually seeking what's true. I call it seeking God. He was a World War II general. World War II, Ichiban, let me see, Ichi. Who are we talking about? Oh, no, Wesley Clark. No, well, wait a minute. Wesley Clark, no, there's Smedley Butler and Wesley Clark. Smedley Butler wrote War's a Racket, but Wesley Clark, I don't think he was a World War II general, was he? Wesley Clark, he wasn't that old. That's who I think you're talking about. Come on, they're all cordless, Grandpa. What are we talking about? I don't know where y'all going with that. Let me see what Lori's saying. Why do people always know what happened when they weren't there? All right, Lori, I'm about to make the YouTube bigger because Facebook stinks today. Well, because people have to accept, like, that's their world. That's what Beaufont's talking about. People have to, they have to believe the lies. Right? They have to convince you that they believe the lies. And the best way to do that is that they lie to themselves that what's on the news is actually true, the news that they like to watch. And so they can stand on that proudly. but they don't want their world to break and fall down. All right, good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Stacy. Christine, finally, could come on Facebook. All right, Christine. Well, Facebook is still acting funny. I don't know what's happening over there. The comments aren't showing, getting kind of wonky. Jump in anywhere you can. Oh, and by the way, so what I'm working on, I was going to give you a little piece of that. I want y'all to be able to submit what we talk about. So I'm working on that. If you want to, if you don't want to, you just want to hang out, make some jokes, laugh at the world, the world, enjoy the Matrix, then we can do that. But I kind of want people, because like Patricia Hauser, like she's talking about, she's going to go over there and see what John Karaku's talking about. I don't want it to be driven by me. I want y'all to be able to submit what we talk about. Oh Lord, here goes a pop-up. Hacker kills one, stab multiple people near Paris. Well, Paris must be using artificial scarcity to break their people like America does. OJ has a crazy son who had already threatened people with knives and and reason to be mad at Nicole. That's interesting, Patricia. But we don't know what happened. But once again, well, that's not completely the truth. We don't know what happened from within the OJ family, within the Juice family. We know what happened in America, right? We make superstars. We make them crazy. They have kids. The kids are crazy. We have power systems and artificial scarcity that divide people up, makes mentally ill people, and they stab people, just like this happened in France. So we do know what happened from a government creates violence perspective. Like their laws, which are all illegal, create a violent system, and they create scarcity, and then people do warrior things to survive. So we know that part, but like what happened, the details of the case, well, it's not a justice system, so we're not allowed that information. They just need everybody to pick a team. Pick a team and start yelling and screaming like Lori said. That damn corded controllers. Oh, you called the feed. All right, Itchy. Good morning, Verna. You see Nebraska. Why do the atmosphere and the air get thinner and thinner at higher altitudes? John, you got me, bro. I have no idea. And I love looking at space. I love listening to lectures on astrophysicist lectures, Michio Kaku, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I have no idea why the air gets thinner. Yes, access your own inner wisdom, peace, and calm. That's all you have to do, Susan. Access it. The Truth Stream media vid on NASA covered some of the same stuff. Okay, Patricia, I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. I love Truth Stream media though. And get this, the government is saying they don't know. Well, Daniel, as you know, the government, it just tells you what puts you in a group. They tell us where they need to farm us. And as long as they're farming us and everybody stays in their fences, they just tell us the information that keeps everybody in their fences. One thing they don't want is unity. One thing they don't want is people starting to agree with each other. They don't want empathy. They don't want none of that. They need indifference. That's what they need. And they're great with that with the political parties. Trump's the same as all the decrepit presidents, servant of the imperial empire. Yes, Courtney, he is like he should be. They all should be. Obama and Trump, they all did what we would do. And that's the thing I think that nobody really wants to really swallow that pill. If we were raised the way they were raised, put where they were put, and they say Obama's a Manchurian candidate and Trump's father's racist, all this stuff. And I'm like, none of that's important. The bottom line is if we were them, we would do what they were doing. So it's the model and the system that has to change. The butts in the chairs don't even matter. But he's doing the same, and that is the point. Because the job of the U.S. president is to be decrepit. No matter who you put there, it's going to be decrepit. All right, let me speed down. I'm way up in the comments. Yellow means go fast. Don't ever drive with John anywhere. Happy New Year, Deborah. Good morning. Let me see. The picture of those brains looks like the picture of Earth. Oh, does it, Susan? Susan always sees stuff I miss. Does it look like the Earth? Yeah, I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? It kind of looks like a continent, like with the red part. And the red part, that's like where all the dumb stuff happens. That's where all the trauma from watching the news is what happens to your brain when you're not meditating. So this is like the normal state of an American watching the news and being involved in their isms. That's the place you don't want to be. That's like a heat map for like the weather also. Like there's a tornado happening there. You want less tornadoes in your brain. The news makes people crazy. It's probably why more and more I spend time with people who don't watch the news. Because it's silly. Like, I got a text this morning. I won't even tell you who it's from. They asked me, say, is Trump starting a war? If he watched it. Is Trump starting a war to hide the impeachment or to distract from the impeachment or something? And I was at first, I was going to jump into it and say, well, first of all, he was already impeached. Then I just stopped. It's like, I'm not going to engage on that level because that's like pretending I believe in the system. Like, impeachment even mattered. It had nothing to do with anything. I think I replied simply, and I just basically said, you're not free. Your presidents don't run your country. You're owned. You are a slave. Your leaders don't care about you, and something to that effect. I can read your text if you want, but it's just, we don't control what happens here. We have no rights, and we need to stop proceeding and acting like we do. But that's the guy who texted me his heat map. He woke up in the morning, he believed the pop-ups. To me, when I got all these pop-ups this morning about Iran and whatever, I read like 2 of them. And then it was annoying. It's just annoying to me because I don't really care. I don't care from the perspective of whatever's in that pop-up is a lie. That's what it is. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Janet. Look at that. See, I'm reading the comments. Look at that. So Bofon can't be mad at me today. Look at this. I'm reading them. You don't need to make a meme today. He like, I'm gonna make a meme today. Good morning, Danny. Let me see. Don't worry, reassimilation is coming. Reassimilation John is always here. The Borg is always assimilating. It's always sucking us in. We just gotta find Palpatine and the Empire will fall. Yes, Susan, but can we find Palpatine? Where is he at? Where is he at? Anybody saying what country does he live in? I don't think he lives in the country. He's probably got an island out there somewhere. The real people who really make the decisions. The one that, like, America's like a little chess piece on a board and they just pick up the piece and move it. Like, that's what America's gonna do. Sell it to them. 2 political parties. Well, how are we gonna sell this one? We gotta start up some drama somewhere. We gotta let's say, I don't know, OJ killed Nicole or something and hide the records, hide the phone records. Dang it, she called, we gotta hide it. Seal the record for 75 years. They always have something. There's always some sort of false flag, because that's how they run their plantations. They run slave plantations by getting people close to master. If you can get people close to master, believing in the system, fighting to keep the empire up, the empire will stand. Like Palpatine, which is the funny, interesting point, the slave master has no power. Palpatine actually has no power until he has people who believe. When he's got a whole bunch of slaves believing and lining them up, letting them stay in the big house, letting them stay close to the big house, give them a nice dress to wear on the weekends, and don't give it to the other slaves, then you got people willing to sell out the other slaves because they got something a little better. Now we might need to protect Palpatine because Palpatine isn't as evil. Because I got a job as an engineer. I got a job as a programmer for the Empire. I got a nice car, nicer house. Now I'll yell Black lives do matter, but I'll be okay. I'm not one of those lives. I'll fight with Black lives matter, ignore white lives matter. I'll believe in the system. I'll take the chicken bones that they drop from their table, the elites, and just nibble on it because I got a little bigger piece of a bone than what somebody else got. It's the only power Palpatine has. Sellouts. The only power. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm actually, half the time, like Rebecca said, I'm talking about me. I'm looking at me because I'm right there. I don't see you. I see your comments. I see me. And I'm just looking at you like, damn it, I remember you. You was a little sellout. I remember you your whole life. Went to school, get your degree, get your job, making your money. Thought you was better than other people. I know you sellout, holding up Palpatine, working in corporate America. I don't like me from the past. I don't like me at all. If I met me from the past, I'd smack the hell out of me. I'd smack the hell out of me from the past. I'm trying to move forward. Hang on. I gotta go find. I posted Bob Marley. Did y'all 432? Is that the right megahertz? 430. Who looks into that? Was that Daniel Courtney? Who looks into the megahertz? What we're supposed to listen to? Somebody posted a video, and I posted it was Bob Marley, some of his music on 432 megahertz, and I was driving to work and slavery, and I was playing it because I wonder if it would make my brain look the other way, not this way. Like, if you understand that. And my brain looked that way, I'm gonna tell you. But the problem is, I don't know if it was because it was really 432 or just because when I listen to Bob Marley, I always feel good when I listen to Bob. But I was playing it because I want people who don't listen to Bob, who don't get that dopamine hit, singing nice stuff. Did it like change you at all? Like, listen to it. Click, you can go to, I'll post a link. Just go out and listen to anybody. I don't have to be Bob. Listen to anybody on 432 megahertz and see if it gives you more of a calm or more of a peace. I am going to do this. I'm going to look at one thing in the news. Oh, damn it. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I clicked on the news. And I got to show you something. I know what I'm going to watch. Let me get rid of this brand. I know what I'm going to watch. You look at the news and you see, what's the most important thing in the news? Just for me. What's the most important? Look at war, drama. And there's one thing that stands out. One thing I think is the most important thing on this planet. And if you know me, it's not war, and it's not what's happening in Iraq, or Iran, Afghanistan, Venezuela, what somebody wants to lie to me about because they want to take billions of dollars and go murder people and steal what they got for all dirty water. Y'all don't even know. I know you know. You ain't saying it. Just that UFO thing right at the top. We're going straight to it. I don't care nothing about it. All the rest of it, I didn't even read none of this. All of this right here, this is all distraction. This is all matrix stuff. Get you on this side and that side to go rob people for what obviously we don't have to. That's why I said it ain't nothing more important than y'all to take this UFO, free energy, whatever the hell that is flying around the sky that everybody's seeing, and just take it, roll it up in a ball, and throw it into climate change and climate anti-change or change in people's faces. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to just roll it up. Send this to what's the little girl name that y'all hate so much? Greta. Send this to her, right? Because if your problem is CO2, your problem is cow farts, your problem is climate change, that scares you, or your problem's you with the Patriot, and you want to bring the troops home, and they're all fighting for war, they're all fighting for energy. And if somebody's flying something around the damn sky and ain't using fossil fuels, don't you think that might be a little important? A little bit, little tad bit. And this is why I know it's important, because none of your politicians talk about it. None of your politicians talk about the fact that somebody flying something around and everybody sees it. That's a free energy device. Ain't nothing more important in the news than a free energy device, because this is what all the wars are about. All the pop-ups you got all day today, all that stuff that's annoying to you. I'm sick of the pop-ups. All the climate change people come in, they start yelling at me. Just make sure you vote. I'm like, I don't have to, because there's UFOs in the sky, yo. UFO. Then don't get distracted, because I know that people do. It's the aliens. It's the aliens. It might be. I hope so. I do. I hope it's aliens. I really do. But it doesn't really matter. If it's aliens, if it's Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Americans, Russians, to China, to Russia trolling each other because they got some new warcraft that nobody wants to talk about, somebody got free energy flying around this damn planet and everybody's seeing it. And that's what's important, because all like the anti-UFO, anti-alien people that, oh, we the only thing, we the only intelligent thing in the world, all the sociopaths, narcissists, think they the only intelligent thing in the whole universe, and space kind of big. All you used to say is, well, where the evidence? Where the evidence? We need to see some evidence. Where are the pictures? Everybody has camera phones and pictures. Guess what? Here's the evidence. It's right here. It's everywhere. Free energy. This is Nikola Tesla stuff, right? Doesn't matter who got it. The bottom line is you don't have to go murder other poor people who live in grass huts and clay houses for your lying government to go steal their oil and their minerals and their resources, because somebody flying around craft at a free energy and everybody sees it. So that's why this is the most important thing in the news. Just take the emotions from the whole climate change fight and focus everybody on the fact that hundreds of thousands of people around this planet are seeing free energy devices flying around. That's what's important.
To grow of UFOs. But now there is this specific claim that is causing a frenzy. RT's Trina Chavez reports from New York.
There's been a recent spike in UFO sightings, but now some are reporting seeing snake-like cylindrical objects moving in the sky. One was even spotted over the state of New York.
It's the UFO there. So I didn't in the shot.
The past few months, people from all parts of the country have claimed that they have captured strange objects in the skies on camera. But there's a specific sighting that is causing a frenzy. Take a look. The video, first published on YouTube by the user Tales from Out There, shows a snake-like stream of light spiraling across the sky. The user also claims that they saw a red orb-type object being dropped from the triangular figure just before they started filming. However, this video has not been independently verified. According to the Daily Star, the snake-like so-called UFO has been seen across 8 states in the U.S. in 2019 alone.
It's going over the lake now.
However, skeptics say it could be anything from drones to satellite launches. Seeing flying objects in the skies these days has never been so common.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Meantime, in September, the Navy confirmed UFO videos are real. In fact, the Navy was prompted to draft formal procedures for pilots and other personnel to document these encounters because of a recent uptick in strange sightings over the military airspace. Nick Carney is an ex-United States Marine Corps soldier who served in Afghanistan as an intel officer, said in a statement, "We have reports from various countries across the globe of witnesses seeing similar objects. For me, it indicates something potentially beyond a classified program because, again, in the military community, you're only going to be testing those classified programs in certain areas." Now, the Defense Department has acknowledged that there used to be a secret program that looked into such sightings, but shut down in 2012 because of lack of funding. Reporting in New York, Trinity Chavez, RT.
In this new year, the sightings continue to grow of UFOs. But now there's this specific claim.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And is it verified? It doesn't have to be verified. Like she said in the first video, is it verified? We literally have whistleblowers from every agency in the United States of America. Damn it, but mostly, and even in Russia, you got them too, and Britain. People who work for these criminals and telling you that y'all are fighting wars you don't have to fight. That they have devices that they're just holding up for war, that they're gonna go use to murder people and stage an alien invasion or something. And that's more important than anything. So the pop-ups to me aren't important. That's important. And Rebecca, who's it? Hang on. Patricia said, you ain't gonna be such an alien fan when they get out that probe. And I kind of am agreeing with, I think I'm agreeing with Patricia. I don't think you want to see who's flying that, whether that's United States Space Force, but if it's aliens, yeah. I don't think you want to be around when they get out the probe. I don't think you, because I don't think that they think about you the way you think about you. I'm gonna stand by that. I don't think aliens will think about you the way you think about you. I think that if they get here, I think they might have a little bit of an attitude. I think they might be a little upset. Like if they came here before and they liked all the alien life that was here and they were doing some studies and looking at the dinosaurs and the monkeys and this, that, and the other, whatever else, and they come back and it's all gone. It's all being poisoned, the water is filthy, the air they can't breathe no more, and the species are dead because we destroyed everything. I think they might be a little moody. I think they might be. I'm kind of a Star Wars guy. Or no, so was it Star Trek? I kind of believe in Star Trek. But this is beautiful right here. Like you look at all these videos all on the internet. I think the alien UFO topic might actually be approaching porn on the internet. I think it might be. I don't know, because when I go out on the internet, I don't see as much porn as I used to. Maybe they're shutting it down. It used to be the biggest industry on the internet. Now I don't think that's the case. So anyway. Let me see. Orbs are everything. Wait a minute. Orbs and everything are here. Yeah, they're all here, Susan. They're all here. But we don't know what these things are. Like I said, I kind of lean towards Space Force because that's like the shortest path to a liar. Those are the ones that are lying to us, the ones that took $21 trillion. And whatever they know, we need to know. That's why I say government can't have secrets. You can't have any more secrets. You've proven that we can't trust you. Can't have any secrets. And then, so your first stop is there, and then you find out, well, it's not their craft. Okay, then the alien people, y'all got something there. Then you got something. But either way, we start to know the truth, which means we can start to make good decisions. We can stop saying, meh, and we can say, okay, right? And that'll be a scary okay, because then we'll realize that we're not the only game in town. And maybe we need to grow up a little bit. Stop fighting over fossil fuels and minerals and what's happening on the television. Can't put my finger on it. What you can't put your finger on, brother Mark? Humans stink, but we're tasty. We probably are, Patricia. I think there are probably aliens that eat us, probably aliens that wouldn't want to eat us, but I would think the vast majority aren't interested in us. I would think the vast majority just doing what they do. The vast majority would probably just send a probe here to collect something and fly away. They're not interested in us for whatever reason. I think we'd be like an anthill to them. I think we might be in the way. Why couldn't I have been born in the 1500s? Kelly, you really want to be born? You don't have it in the 1500s? You want to be born in the 1500s? For real? Not me. No, not me. I mean, take me back to like, I don't know. Take me back to like before the hundred, the thousands. Take me back to like negative 1500 or something. Not too many humans around the 1500s. They didn't take baths and they stank. They just started wearing clothes and they had swords and a lot of bad stuff happened back then. I don't think I would take me all the way back where I wouldn't run into people. I'd love to go see the short-faced bears and like the woolly rhinos and stuff like that, but not the 1500s. People were just starting to populate the earth, do real stupid stuff. Take me back to barbarian tribal days. Take me back to those days where people, groups and tribes of human beings were far and few between. You had a whole lot of nature in between them. That's what I would go back to. But not the 1500s. Isn't that back when they were like just building buildings and had streets throwing doo-doo out the window and peeing in bowls and stuff? You trying to walk to work, somebody throw something out their window because they didn't have plumbing and land on your shirt. No, I ain't going to work with that. I don't want to go to work with funny anything on my shirt. But I was definitely born in. I don't think I was born in the wrong time, Kelly. I think I was born in the wrong dimension. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know what's going on with y'all and this sleep thing. When I go to sleep, I wake up. I'm not supposed to be in this dimension. I don't think I belong on Monkey Planet. I don't. There are all kind of aliens and ETs. I would believe that to be Susan. I think that's true. I like string theory. I like the theories of the multiverse and multiple dimensions. I think that there's probably every type of anything that you can probably think of probably is a reality somewhere. Anyway, I find that to be interesting. This is the Crystal Geyser Water Plastic Company. Danny, what are you talking about? Good morning. Who is that? Good morning, Lucy. How the horse is doing? Good morning. All right. Let me see what's going on. People in the military have told me that this is all staged and it's been planned and it's going to be fake as another level of control. Yes, Kelly, they told me the same thing. People from the Iraq war, Kelly, they told me they went over there and they were just like, they looked up with their, was it FLIR 3 or FLIR 4 night vision. They just said they saw them flying all over the place. All over the place. They said they saw military technology that just would blow your mind. One guy that worked at the Pentagon said, just don't believe none of it. None of it's real. All the wars are for television. And the shame is people actually die. But all the wars are for television. How they fight the wars, and none of that is real. Be and stay prepared and ready, brothers and sisters. It's coming. Something is always coming, Dan. No question about that. Good morning, Chris. Let me see. 900 Scotland. 900 Scotland. That sounds well. Scotland. Did England get to Scotland by then in the 900s? That Scotland would be nice. A little cold up there. Real pretty land. I like how they talk. That would be nice to be in Scotland for the whole Braveheart thing. Like before they came in college. Anyway. I'm gonna have to start to shut this down and get it going. It's Friday anyway, so everybody make sure that you enjoy your weekend. Fluoride is deathly. Yes, it is, Susan. Anytime before the modern era. Kelly, I agree with you. The heart has just been a distraction to take away from the power of the pineal gland. I believe so, Dan. I think it's fear, right? Like that's how they drive everybody. They drive everybody on fear. It's how they break us. Sky blocked, so I can't meditate on the sun today. It's a horrible thing, Chris. It is. It is a little nasty out there. A little nasty clouds and stuff. 1500s. China was a damn good place to be. Was that around the time of the treasure junks, Jonathan? China or Japan? That might be kind of nice. Raining crazy here too. Alright. What's up, Big G? Hey, nothing up, Chris. I'm about to get off of here. I got to go to sleep. What's up with you? Just another weekend. That's all. Another weekend. I'm just like, man. Chris, I got all these pop-ups this morning from wars and everything. And I'm just like, look at the UFOs. Look at the aliens. We don't need to be going to war. Shut off that music. Kelly, I gotta go. I wish I lived on a big acreage property like you, brother, where I could relax today. I never the boss come in. I got my bag ready to go. I gotta go pick my cotton. I'm not here, but we can talk and play free the slaves for a minute, but right now, I had to go. Good morning, brother. Tell you, message for the day. Nah. Let me get me upset, yelling and screaming, acting a fool. Somebody's flying free energy craft around the world, which we can free the human race with. Nobody should have to go to work. Release that technology in the struggles of the human race. Whatever they're doing to affect the climate, they can stop doing that. Because obviously they're lying about everything. So I'm really excited. Love is not wrapped in expensive, colorful fabrics. No, it's not. No, it's not. Love is wrapped in actions, not words. Remember, everything we do here today feeds their all limbic system algorithms. Keep it positive everywhere, Steve. Everywhere you go, keep it positive. Raise the vibration. Raise the vibration. Raise the vibration. Anyway, this is Gerard. I'm out of here. Love y'all to death. Y'all have a great weekend now. Don't let them get you excited. And don't ever let them see you sweat. And know when to hold them. And know when to fold. Know when to walk away. And know when to run. Meh.